Raw materials are critical for supplying and making resilient the European industrial production, are essential for our society, as well as for the present and future of the human well-being. In order to fulfill the Green Deal objectives and the Sustainable Development Goals, it is our responsibility to achieve more sustainable mining procedures, abandon non-modern, non-environmental, respectful and obsolete practices, while innovate advanced green technologies in the sector. Mind.the.GAP aims to handle these challenges. Mind.the.GAP project brought together European clusters, competence centers and enterprises, devoting their activity to the raw materials and mining value chains, focusing on a well-defined objective to make the current European mining activity in the raw materials value chain more advanced, more digital, greener, and as much circular as possible. Through international cooperation, the creation of business hubs, and the configuration of 2 open calls proving innovation vouchers, cascade funding and additional support services to the small and medium enterprises of the sector, Mind.the.GAP project overcome challenges and made thoughts a reality.
My name is Santiago Cuesta. I am the General Manager of Icantil Foundation, also the General Manager of the Iberian Sustainable Mining Cluster, and the actual coordinator of the project INNOSUP MINE.THE.GAP. MINE.THE.GAP is an INNOSUP project joining the efforts of 11 partners, clusters, entities, really committed to work in the raw materials and across the raw materials value chain. 8 countries have joined forces, and we have created a particular ecosystem of innovation to support the small and medium enterprises, support them with innovation vouchers and cascade funding in order to solve the most important top 10 challenges that we are facing in mining.
Creating the opportunities, identifying them, mapping the resources, supporting the SMEs on reaching for those resources inside and outside the cluster through other networks, connecting with public authorities, with universities, with technological centers, through the expertise provided from other members to the SMEs that need that expertise, through our internal working groups, through our projects with the European Commission or with the national member states. There is a very wide variety of services and expertise provided through the cluster.
Cluster are a key instrument to connect needs, ideas and solutions. Cluster has the capability to create and lively connections, energizing new ideas, looking for funding and making easier the access to these funds in order to boost the collaborative innovations in the ecosystems and among the EU SMEs.
So the project is called 3D Mind, which stands for 3D modeling of mine-to-market analysis. And the biggest achievement that we had was to successfully digitalize a very niche expertise.
Mind.the.GAP has given us the opportunity to connect and collaborate with a company outside our core business towards artificial intelligence in the segment of industrial minerals. MTG supported InMatlab's target of entering the digital era as the next step of innovative services.
Mind.the.GAP brought us in contact with a number of other European SMEs and gave us insight into their work and developments. So there are definitely options for further collaboration with some of these companies, and we already developed some project ideas together.
Mind.the.GAP has been a global and complete success, with the support of 63 small and medium enterprises, more than 26 projects funded, up to 4.1 million euros of support to the small and medium enterprises. We have boosted 27 new products, technologies and services thanks to INNOSUP01 program of the European Commission. We have accomplished several important milestones, including the creation of 3 business hubs to support the small and medium enterprises. We have created an international cooperation platform. This platform is going to last after the project to support new business opportunities with companies of Mind.the.GAP and with other international companies.
Mind.the.GAP project brought together enterprises dedicated to the raw materials and mining, with companies that have arrangements for a more advanced, greener and circular value chains. Through 2 open calls and additional support services, Mind.the.GAP project made trade thoughts a reality.